Yeah, but yes, a lot of crazy things have been going on in America. So I guess you can see my screen now. Something extremely crazy that happened just like 2 days ago. So first, you had some Ukrainian girl get stabbed on the bus. Did y'all see that? Jeez, you seen it too, Mexico? The Ukrainian girl get stabbed on the bus. So this is probably the big problem. One of the big problems why what I'm going to talk about later on possibly happened. But first, the Ukrainian girl gets stabbed on the bus, which was by an African American guy, and then the guy Charlie gets shot. You know, he was, I would definitely say, a racist. I mean, he probably wasn't a racist. I don't like to really call people racist. I don't like to use that word too freely, but he was definitely pro-white, and I don't want to say anti-black. I mean, a lot of times he was speaking the truth. Really, I think that the guy was upset with somebody else. Like, there's this guy named Myron who's like says all type of mean stuff about transgender people. He just says negative stuff. I don't know if you ever seen the Fresh and Fit podcast, but he says negative stuff about everybody. And I really think that the guy who shot Charlie was homosexual and he was dating a transsexual person. So I'm thinking that maybe the guy heard more so what Myron was saying about taking rights away from transsexual people and just took it out on Charlie, man, because Charlie was doing about the same thing. They were all going to schools, to colleges, talking to massive amounts of kids about, they was really spreading hate speech, man. You know, if you put that type of energy in the world, you can't be surprised when it comes back. But I'm gonna show you, since you didn't see the Ukrainian girl situation, I'm gonna show you that first, in which she got stabbed. And this was it's sad, man. 20-year-old girl minding her business. Apparently the guy is crazy. Like, he's like schizophrenic. And I'm not saying there's ever an excuse for something like that to happen, because there's definitely not. But he called the cops, letting them know that he was like going crazy and he needed help. But instead of helping them, they arrested him. And I guess he felt some type of way about it, and maybe this is what he did next. Not saying that it's okay. It's definitely not okay.
It's 9:46 p.m. You'll notice right away, this looks like any other ride aboard the light rail. People are doing what they do these days, keeping to themselves, scrolling on their phones as they ride along. The man accused in the killing, DeCarlos Brown, is in the red hoodie down the right side of your screen. He appears to be maybe a little emotional, perhaps a little agitated, but nothing disruptive. There's nothing that gets anyone's attention. 30 seconds later, Irina Zarutska boards. She's wearing a hat and a t-shirt from a pizzeria, and she sits in the row in front of Brown. She has earbuds in and is looking at her phone. She too is just minding her own business. They ride along for around 4 minutes with nothing unusual happening. Then around 9:50 p.m., Brown reaches into a pocket. We've zoomed in on it here. He pulls out a pocket knife. No one notices a thing. Seconds later, he would stand up, and from behind, unprovoked, as we stop the video, he would stab the young woman several times. She had no chance to defend herself. The attack was over in seconds, and when it was over, Brown walked through the train attempting to get off. Few passengers, if any.
So of course it's too vulgar and violent for them to show it on TV. Like, it's really hard for you to find the whole thing, which you could find it if you really looked for it. But of course I'm not going to show it because YouTube will end up flagging my page. So just show you whatever happened afterwards.
Annie at first realized what had happened until they noticed drops of blood on the floor. 90 seconds after the attack, a bystander rushes down to begin lending aid to Zarutska. She would die from her injuries. 30 seconds later, 9:52 p.m., 6 minutes into the video, Brown leaves the light rail. The video here shows us just how quickly things happened and how difficult it would have been to prevent once he got on the train. And that is an important part to all of this. From what we've been told, Brown never should have been on the train. Authorities tell WBTV he did not buy a ticket. Cat says it is working on ways to keep fare skippers off mass transit.
Yeah, so it's really ugly if you watch the video, because like you see her like bleed out and like just fall over and pass away, and we do not need to see that again. Look, this is probably the whole video. Do you want to try and do y'all want to see something vulgar? I hope not.
Stand.
Okay, they don't show the whole video.
And now she's dead.
But Yeah, I know Venezuela. You don't want to see his face, so well. But
No, I did watch that like short video of her looking like very scared,
hmm
and that's the whole thing I saw on TikTok. Because obviously they're not going to post the whole, but I did read that she fell onto the ground and she passed away. That's the whole thing I knew.
it's crazy, man. Now this is definitely not normal African American behavior. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. This dude is crazy, and apparently he was arrested and let go 14 times, like 14 times, and that's what kind of what Trump was just gonna say. Like we gotta find ways to keep these guys off of the streets because that is a ridiculous amount of time to be going to jail. I mean, let me ask the question: stuff like that doesn't happen in your country, right? Or does it? Yeah, no,
No,
just not,
I
just not on camera. No.
Probably yes, at least in my country. Probably yes, but it's not like a thing about something specific. It's just like violence for being a woman, for example. But it doesn't matter the color or it doesn't matter who you are. It's just because you're a woman, no matter what.
Oh, so they're just like stabbing people just for being a woman. I have heard that somewhere else too. Like, yeah, femicide, I think it's called. Yeah, femicide.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Yes.
Do they do that in Venezuela too?
mm,
Not really.
you don't usually hear those things happening here. Mostly everything that happens is like people getting robbed, but you won't normally see those kind of like that kind of violence. But it also happens like the femicide, like for being a woman, you do hear cases of that, an ex-boyfriend killed her ex-girlfriend just because she didn't want it to be with him, things like that.
Okay, but that's a reason. Like, that happens everywhere. Couples get in an argument or somebody catches somebody cheating. Are you telling me when I'm thinking of femicide in the way that Mexico just said, I'm thinking just because she's a woman, like her being on the train like this, a random person just kills another random woman just because she's a woman. Does that stuff happen in
No,
Mexico or no?
No.
Or no? No.
no, it's
Okay.
like for men's. Like men's is killing them or is killing us. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, is it always somebody they know? Is it somebody they know, or is it somebody that they don't know? That's the question I'm asking. Like, is it typically? It's usually somebody they know, right? Or are they killing people that they don't know?
it's also like people they don't know.
Oh, okay.
Or yes, for example, we have a case here in Mexico, like I don't know, maybe 3 months ago. She was like a TikToker influencer kind of, and
Oh, I
she
know what you're talking
was
about.
dating with a narco guy, and then she was in streaming on, and the narco guy, well, he just of course upset because she doesn't want to go stay with him, so
Didn't her friend like set her up or something too? I remember like reading something
yeah,
like.
they say like that, but it's not like the woman probably will be, around here to. It's just like a theory, right? But like the right thing is, it was a narco guy who was desperate to her, and she say no, and then he killed him. He killed her.
Hmm.
Yeah, that kind of things happen.
Yeah, because here in America, like, of course, women get killed. Okay, that sounds terrible, but women do get killed sometimes, but it's always typically by like their boyfriend, like somebody they're dating and they cheated on them, but like random stuff like this never happens. So, this situation, because they couldn't put the Charlie Kirk assassination on black people because it was another white guy that did it. So this situation has gotten these European Americans going crazy, and that's where I'm going to go to this next video. It's not even a video, but it's an article in which there's been a student found at college hanging from a tree. Now, I don't know if you know that this is in Mississippi. Mississippi was one of the most racist places in the United States after slavery. So basically, it was called Jim Crow when they oppressed black people and didn't allow them to vote and all that type of stuff, and they'll run us out of the cities that we're living in. So Mississippi was one of the worst ones, and actually Mississippi never abolished slavery. Like, it took until 1995 that they actually abolished slavery. Now, of course, they weren't practicing it because the government wouldn't allow it, but they just left it on the books because they were so racist that they never wanted to like let it go until 1995. Like I was alive when that happened, and yeah. So apparently in Mississippi, where the KKK, I'm here. Sure you heard of the KKK before. Like that was where they were heavy at. Apparently, some young black guy. Just what 3 or 4 days ago, three on the 15th, 14th, they ended up finding him in like the center of the campus, hanging from a tree. Now, rumors have it that he has broken arms and broken legs. And I don't know, there's like, what do I want to say? There's different accounts from different people. Like the coroner saying that didn't happen, but maybe they're trying to cover it up because they don't want to look so bad because we're in 2025. People shouldn't be getting killed in that manner for sure. I mean, that's taking us way back, you know? So they actually do have a video of it on World Star. Let's see what we got. But I know stuff like that doesn't happen in y'all's countries, right? Y'all aren't hanging people from trees.
Yeah, it doesn't have. I mean, I think it might been happened like in the past, but lately it's not something you see on the news. At least here.